before I know it, our cloud has landed in a courtyard that smells of wine. Commander, can't they wait here for a while? Need to make just a few small preparations to carry out our daily tasks of expanding Amahara. Omi! Omi! The commander has arrived! Is Dreamstone ready for use? That time already? Okay, wait just a moment. A while later, a girl wearing an elegant dress yet with a languid expression appears, riding a warship with a peculiar shape. Is that a bottle gourd? Indeed, I'm Omi. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Are you curious about my wine gourd? And can I interest you in this fine Cloud Sea wine? Save the wine for later. More importantly, have you tuned a Doomstone? A Dreamstone. Yes, but successfully tuned. Everyone, I may have your attention. Omi flaps her sleeves and an ash-gray stone the size of a billiard ball appears in the air. We'll use anything except for the fucking metric system, huh? This is the Dreamstone, Commander. As its name suggests, it's the cornerstone that builds up the dreamlike Sky Realm. Since you intuit the difference between the Sky Realm and Amma no Tabira, I suggest you closely examine the stone. I think you'll sense something. I stare intently at it, and before I know it, the gray ball turns into a transparent bubble. There are small clouds dripping inside the bubble, with even smaller buildings and mountains inside those clouds. It's like looking at a miniature of the Sky Realm. We just saw the essence of a Dreamstone. It's a precious thing, a higher dimension, compressed and purified, and modified into perfection. Whoever wields it can use their imagination to tap into its potential, and transform the space as though they're building a dream. This is the process of which we've rapidly expanded the Sky Realm. And what a bizarre new way to build it is. I'm never used to when Ship Girl is wearing skins in an event. New way to build. It took a while to get synchronized without anyone noticing, but now we have a stable two-way line. Alright now, Commander. Is your reception over? Yeah, it's done. I've left Amma no Tabira and I'm now in Amahara. Yamato invited me to see what it's like to build in this place. She wants to discuss something important after that's done. Amahara, I see. I know that place. My old Yamato worked pretty hard on it in secrets. Does Amahara have anything to do with the one I mentioned in my nightmare? Still haven't forgotten that nightmare, huh? Well, don't worry. Test Type Beta's Amahara is, at its core, a cognitive defense system built by Yamato. Are we going to get to see the Yamato in this event? Or is she just going to remain that, like, man in the chair for, like, 5 more years? Just saying. Although it's deep links to the Amahara you dreamed of, it's a completely different kind of technology. For all intents and purposes, they just share a name. Anything about Dreamstone is related to the Watatsumi? Come again? Dreamstone? What's that? I explained as best I can to Helena based on what Hakuho just told me. Remember when Elizabeth used Alsash and the concept of death to anchor Ace and create the Martyrium? Does it work the same with that? It does. Not just that, it's also a more advanced version of that. It not only utilizes concepts, but even creates a set of concepts that belong specifically to Amahara. More advanced version? Is Yamato just that powerful? She's not supposed to be this powerful. When I did some research earlier, I found out that Yamato didn't use this method to build Amahara. Oh yeah, Akagi did say this is just a new way to build. Considering that Amahara didn't grow to this size until after the Naraka incident, it follows that the Dreamstones didn't come into use until after the incident as well. I think these Dreamstones could very well have something to do with the meteorite sample. I'll ask Jinsu about it. Talk to you later. Hana hangs up, and I, Hakuho, and the rest are heading to the next stop on this trip to experience the Sky Realm's growth. I mean, I'll just take a moment to say, if you'll notice, this part of the event is locked until next week's maintenance. Perhaps they're hiding Yamato from us. That's not entirely my suggestion, a friend suggested it, and I'm like, oh, that could be interesting. Guys, open. See if clouds roll as we arrive in a new area. What do you see? Nothing. Just clouds, clouds, and more clouds. Why don't you take a closer look? Omi presses the dream stone against her forehead. The stone disappears like a popped bubble, and the scenery around us changes in an instant. I'm inside a pagoda, sitting in front of a table. Past the balcony, I see an ocean of water that stretches on endlessly. What do you see now? A castle and an ocean. Did you use the stone to make this? I thought the only sea it could make in this place was a sea of clouds. Well, as you can tell, that's not all it can make. It only looks like a bunch of clouds because we were going somewhere. Move from place to place in Amahara, of course you'll see nothing but clouds. Now, though, we're exploring all of its little nooks and crannies. And since we're exploring, there needs to be something new to see. Also, that's not strictly an ocean, but rather a lake. For various reasons, a single dreamstone can only create so much space. What you see now is the upper limits. This works a lot like a dream, you see. The bigger it gets, the more uncertain it gets. And the effort required to stabilize and explore it grows exponentially. So it's fluid similar to how dreams are. Does it get affected by negative emotion? Don't worry about that. Negative emotions expressed, magic circles placed all around Amahara. You won't find any nightmarish monsters wreaking havoc in here. That's good. You know what's well planned ahead for that. The last thing I want is that fear I felt take shape again. Now then, what do you all say to some cloud sea wine? That sounds superb. Pour some for me. Just a moment. Let me get it ready for you. Omi lightly strikes her gourd, and liquid starts pouring out of it in a helical shape, filling the cups on the table to the brim. And Yamato created this cloud sea wine to help visitors to the sky realm better adapt to its environments. Those who drink it are formally acknowledged as guests here. They receive the blessing of the Amahara Taijin, the great ring of Amahara. You'll also receive an additional boon shortly after drinking the wine itself. Whether traveling, working, using a dreamstone to create space in Amahara, you'll find it's much easier than usual. Can it really do that? It's just a registration and tuning process. Once more, I hear Helena's voice through our secret line of communication. A classic example of presentation in Sakura technology. Amahara's administrator made drinking cloudsy wine into a registration authentication process. Yeah, dude, in order to gain access, you gotta get a little bit tipsy. You need to register an account first before you can expand Amahara's space. In other words, edit or add to it. As for the part about better adapting to the environment, that's a form of tuning. It doesn't have to be a particular drink for it to work. What matters is that it's wine, and the aforementioned act of drinking itself. It's pretty symbolic. If I were the admin, I think I'd make it soda instead. The principle behind this part is pretty complicated, so I'll spare you the details. You understand the idea of behind this better after I explain it, right? Yeah, I understand it now, thanks to your layman's translation. By the way, did you finish looking into the Dreamstones? Not yet. I just came back to check on you since you were on my mind. Based on my preliminary findings, this does sound like an advanced use of the Watatsumi. There's a degree of risk here in the technology itself, which rises and falls depending on the creator's skill. If you get a Dreamstone, don't use it immediately. I want to analyze it first. I'm really curious as to how Yamato got her hands on this technology. Is something the matter, Commander? If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I hope to answer them all. Oh, right. Our sides are fully synchronized now. To other people, it looks like you've just been staring into space this whole time, so... No, it's nothing. I just lost the beauty of this view. Without further ado, let's drink. Unhesitantly, I drink all the wine in my cup. There's a refreshing sweetness to it, with distinct floral and fruity aroma. What? For all I get a strange sense of deja vu. This is my first time drinking the wine. That's so weird. Didn't Helena say this wine is just a symbolic thing? Why is this space suddenly clearer than a minute ago? I suddenly get that feeling like I've done this before. Are we getting Marco Polo'd again? Also, I want to point out the weird spider lilies that Akagi is creating. They're long associated with death and mourning. They're very much so a symbol of hers. After we drink the Cloud Sea wine, Omi and I-404's group say goodbye and return to their respective posts. Haona and I follow Unzen and go to another place in the Cloud Sea. I suppose there's something else they want to show me before I go and create some space with my own hands. Now, allow me to present an example. Zama presses the Dream Stone against her forehead. Sound disappears like a popped bubble, and the scenery all around us changes in an instant. I find myself in a decayed place. It's dark and everything's in ruins. Dream stones create dreams that are a reflection of what's in your mind. Sorry, I'm very tired. If the dreamer cannot vividly paint the scene they desire, and all they have is a vague idea, Dreamstone will create a place such as this. Moreover, their thoughts are too negative, or they succumb to panic and fear. The Amahara Taijin's suppressive and filtering effects will intervene, resulting in the Dreamstone creating a shapeless, chaotic place such as this. It's smart, prevents out-of-control emotions from creating something terrifying. Akagi. The two ways of dealing with order is to list spaces of this nature. The first is to borrow the power of magic circles deployed around Amahara to thoroughly erase the space. This method is quite convenient, although it is akin to using a sledgehammer to crack nuts. For this reason, there exists a second method, just assembling the space used as material for another dream. The commander must be getting bored of all this explaining. As they say, show don't tell, allow me. By all means. Akagi turns to face a certain direction in the chaotic space, takes one step forward, and the world changes in response. I'm walking through a field of red spider lilies in full bloom. The sun is setting on the horizon, dyeing the sky in an orangish-red color. Is this the world inside your mind? Honey, you, need so much help. It's simply what I'm thinking about at the moment. How do you like it? It's beautiful, like a painting. See a flower stretching to the horizon. I'm glad to hear that. I planted a real one too. Kaga is looking after it. If we get the chance, perhaps we can admire it together. Commander, please direct your attention to me. Lenten chooses a different direction. Stays her breathing, then draws her sword with force. Take my mind's image and lets it manifest. Clear rivers, bright blue sky, vivid greenery, and cherry pink crystals. It's a dreamlike view unlike anything in reality or the Cloud Sea. This is the landscape the Prime Sakura presides over in its calm states. It's had a long time in that place. Although you cannot enter this landscape in reality, the Dreamstones allow me to introduce it to you in this fashion. Now comes my turn to create. Akaho steps into what little remains of the chaotic space. She kneels down and touches the earth with her fingers. Oh, White Phoenix, soar across the world in my stead. The Cloud Sea surges forth, and from it rises the Phoenix of White, dancing lightly with long tail. I can hear its clear cry resounding in my ears. The chaos has all disappeared, replaced by 3 different landscapes that come together into a single world. I can't believe my eyes. It's beautiful. So beautiful that I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, I didn't expect such magical things to be possible here. It's like watching gods weave a world together. Heh, if I ever heard of being moved. But you? Why are you moved? So what if they showed you some pretty landscapes? Don't let it make you biased. This is more than just slightly pretty. No, it isn't. The tower can do the same thing, only much better. Why not come see it sometime? It'll be fun. Ooh, someone's jealous. Doing something fun with the tower? Can't say I'm not interested. It's a promise then. Hey, remember to keep your emotions in check. Try to keep calm, okay? I'm calm, I'm calm. Nicely done. Go back to work for me.